Let me just be the plug, the juice. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. I hope you're good. I hope you are taking in this day of, I don't know, my day has been all over the place. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it is Saturday. I got ready and everything, and I'm going for dinner, so I am in a very good mood. I decided before I go to dinner to make this video because I have been planning to make this video, and it is a very exciting. It's very exciting for me because I've been on the hunt for a camera for some time now. I always had it in my head that I'm going to purchase one, and initially I was filming from my phone, but I would run out of memory and stuff. It was just so long and it was just draining. So I went on Amazon. I initially purchased the Canon G7X Mark II, and that was on sale. Initially it was retailing for £580, and when I purchased it, it was 480, I believe, and the sale still is still there, it's still valid. So I will link everything down below for you guys so you can just go and check them out. And then after doing some research and stuff, I came across the Sony ZV1. A lot of people that do YouTube, they just recommended that. So I thought to myself, okay, let me just test them out, try them out, and see which one I actually want to keep. And at that point, oh, someone loves me. Okay, that's my girl. I need to go. Yeah, so what was I saying? I've seen that a lot of people were using the Sony ZV1, and at that point I checked on Amazon. It was £750, and literally a day after, I think it went down to 680 plus a voucher of like £60 or something. So I purchased the camera for 620. That offer is still there as well, and I think it's even a bit lower, I think. But yeah, I will link both of them down below for you guys. So yeah, I have made a list with pros and cons, and initially made that list because I really just wanted to help myself to figure out which camera I'm keeping. But yeah, I thought, let me just share that. Let me just be the plug, the juice. I got the juice. Hello. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video and let me list out the pros and cons for these two amazing cameras. Whichever one I'm keeping, I'm grateful and I'm so happy, and I love them both, but there is some little differences. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Why is my hair like that? I have listed all my pros and cons in my little journal. Okay, you guys, so the first pro for the Sony ZV1 would be that, of course, it is a newer camera, so of course it is future proof. You can film on 4K, when with the Canon G7X Mark II you cannot. You can only film on 1080. Now, with that being said, I don't think that I'm going to be filming on 4K, but the good thing is that if I do keep the Sony, I can do if I want to in the future. Like, one day you might just wake up and say, you know what, I just want to up my game and be filming on 4K non-stop. So I guess you can do that with the Sony, which is great. The second pro is the blurring background button that it has. So basically, if you guys didn't know, the Sony has an installed button that you literally just click on and it blurs out the background, and then you click back on it and boom, it's not blurred. I can see if I can, I think it's this one. Okay, I think it's this one. I think so though, I'm not quite sure because I haven't set up any of these cameras, so I don't know if that's the button, but I hope it is. I'll check. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so it has the blurring background button, which is sick. Also, it has an autofocus product showcase. You know what, I just read it all together because I have it down. So it's autofocus feature, which is great for a product showcase. Like, it just focuses straight away on the product rather than the face. So that's great. If you want to do any hauls, if you want to do any makeup tutorials and stuff, I feel like it's a great camera to have, and it is a pro for sure. The next pro, it would be that it has no film limitation. So all you have to do is literally just press record and it records non-stop. When with the Canon, I think it records for about half an hour and then it stops, so you have to press record again. So initially when I was researching for both of these cameras, I thought that was a massive selling point for the Sony, but when I used the Canon as well, I figured out that it's okay. Like, all you have to do is literally just press on the record button again and you're good to go. So it is great that it has it, but I can't say that it's like my main selling point for the Sony. So it is a pro for sure, but I can do without it as well. I'm okay, if that makes sense. The next pro is that it can take a power adapter. Now this is a massive pro in my opinion for the Sony, because all you have to do is plug it in and you can film for as many hours as you want, of course, like within reason, yeah, which is amazing. When the Canon, you can't really do that. You can't plug a power adapter as far as I know. The next one would be the red light indication. So basically the Sony has a red light indication on the actual camera, on the actual body of the camera. So when you film, you can just see the red light and it's literally just right there, so you can't miss that. You know that you are filming. Now again, before I used both of these cameras, it was a massive selling point for me, because I was like, oh my gosh, that's great, I know when I'm filming, I will know when I'm not. But after using both of the cameras, I realized that they have a recording word on the screen, so the flip out screen, it says recording. So again, it's great that it's there, but it's not that it's like a selling factor for me, basically, you know. And the last pro for this Sony is that it has much more enhanced colors, more vibrant, just like a little bit, but in a very realistic way, which I like. So these were all the pros for the Sony ZV1, and the cons are both of them cons that I don't know if I can look like just like pass them by, if that makes sense. The first one would be that the lens is much smaller. Like from the same spot that I am sitting right now, you will see the difference with the Canon, and you know, the angle is much wider, which of course is great for vlogging and stuff. So first con would be the lens, and the second con would be the fact that the flip out screen comes on the side. I'm still trying to just get used to that, but I don't know. Like right now I'm looking at myself, and you can tell that I'm looking at myself. When with a Canon, when you're looking at yourself, you're just looking up and it's a bit more direct, you know. So yeah, for me that is a very massive con, the fact that the flip out screen comes on the side. So these two cons, but in all, it is a great camera. I am so happy. I'm actually so happy that, you know, I'm able to purchase both of these cameras, test them out, see which one I'm going to keep, and, you know, return the other one. So these are the pros and cons for the Sony ZV1. And I will now switch to the Canon G7X Mark II and do the exact same comparison. Okay you guys, so now I filmed from the Canon G7X Mark II. I've literally placed both of the cameras on the same tripod. I didn't move the tripod 1 inch. It's literally on the same spot with the same lighting, like everything is the same. You know, you can straight away, I think, see the difference. The first and massive con for the Canon G7X Mark II is the fact that, as you can see, the lens is much wider. I feel like it's the perfect lens for vlogging, for sit-down videos, etc. You can just like zoom in if you want to, but I feel like it's perfect. When you vlog and you hold it out, you've got space on top of your head but also on the sides, when with the Sony it's just very close up. That's a massive pro for the Canon. The second pro is, of course, it is a very reliable camera. I mean, it's been out for about 4 years and it's a great camera to have, period. I don't think you can actually go wrong with this camera. Then next, massive, like I would say this is the actual selling factor for me when it comes to the Canon G7X Mark II, and it's the fact that the flip out screen is on top. So right now I'm filming, I'm looking at the lens, I'm looking at you, hey girl, hey. But if I just look at myself and just feel like, you know, I'm just talking to myself, because at the end of the day, of course, it's a bit more natural when you look at yourself and you talk rather than looking at the lens, you know. I feel like with the Canon you just like grab it, you go, and it's more compact because the camera is on top, when with the Sony is on the side. So I feel like if I'm walking down somewhere, am I going to smash the screen like onto a wall or something? I don't know. I just feel like this is more compact and it would just be much more ergonomical for me to use. And also the last pro for the Canon G7X Mark II is the fact that the flip out screen is touch. So the full screen is touch. The Sony is not touch. When I first opened up the Sony, I was like, did they send me a broken one? Because like there's no way. I think the only thing you can touch on the Sony is just like touch on the camera, so it focuses on your face, but other than that, like that's it, which is crazy if you think about it, because the Sony came out a year ago and the Canon came out 4 years ago, and that's fully touchscreen. So you can already tell that when this one came out it was super advanced, I think. But yeah, and these are all the pros. So the cons for the Canon is, of course, the first one is a bit dated. You know, the Sony is a bit more future proof. You can film on 4K if you want to, when with the Canon you just know that you just can't. All you can do is 1080p, which again is fine, but in case you want in the future to do a 4K, you would have to purchase another camera. So yeah, it's a bit dated. Makes sense, came out 4 years ago. So the second con is that it has no smart features. Now the Sony has so many smart features, like the button that it blurs out the background, the ND filters, also it has the smoothing effect. Oh my god, I don't think I mentioned the smoothing effect in my Sony video. I think I didn't. Yeah, so yeah, another pro for this Sony is that it has a smoothing effect, skin smoothing effect. So you basically you smooth out your skin. Okay, for these rough ass days that we all go through, it's great, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, so a little dated, no smart features, and of course you cannot film on 4K. But other than that, I absolutely love the Canon. If someone could create the perfect camera for me, would be the Canon G7X Mark II body with the Sony features. Oh my god, that would just be amazing. Hey guys, I thought to make a little zoom in comparison for you so you can see the difference. The Canon went much closer to the moon than the Sony. But yeah, back to the video. This is it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that I helped you out. And yeah, as I said earlier, this is not a tech review. I'm not a tech reviewer whatsoever. No shit! I just made a list for the pros and cons based on my personal opinion and for what I need them for, and I thought let me just share that with you guys as well. You might find that helpful. So yeah, I hope you did. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and also click on the bell notification so you can be notified the next time I upload. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And what I want to say, oh yeah, please leave a comment down below and let me know which camera you think I should keep, or which camera you guys have, you've used in the past, etc. This way I can know which camera I should keep, because I'm still in a dilemma. Like if I would go with my heart, I would just go with the Canon G7X Mark II because I love this camera. But if I go with my head, I will go with the Sony ZV1 because it's more future proof. So yeah, there is a lot of, you know, thinking still happening. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, just leave them down below and I will make sure to respond. Bye. Mwah.